We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Say you don't know me, I recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place. Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight. Too many runaways eating up the night. Marconi plays the mamba. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on
Good evening. Got it. Good evening. I'm Chuck Perry, Superintendent of Schools, and it is my honor to welcome you to the 2024 Broken Arrow Public Schools Star Awards Gala. This is one of my favorite events of the evening of the year because it recognizes some of the most incredible leaders, educators, and employees I have ever had the pleasure of serving. Before we officially get started, got a question to ask. Who was at the graduation where I spoke on the field several years ago? The absolute most humiliating night of my entire life. I got up to speak, and the reverb from the stadium was coming from the video board behind me, and all I could hear was my voice a second later. People were texting those, people in the crowd were texting those on stage, people that were watching. I'm not exaggerating, that were watching in the live stream were texting people on stage saying, "Mr. Perry's having a stroke." I sounded drunk, and I could not believe I blew it so much. So today when I came in practice, we have reverb again. And so tonight, I've got earplugs in. So if you see those, I'm doing just fine. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to make it through the night. So I just want everybody to be aware when they see those earplugs, what that is all about. So at this time, I ask you to stand if you are able and salute the flag as students from Broken Arrow High School JROTC present the colors, and our national anthem is performed by high school student Zoe Latondras. Zoe Latondras.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you to the JROTC, did a great job, and Zoe, you nailed it. Of course, she gets up here without any earplugs or assistance and just crushes it. To all the distinguished honorees sitting in the audience tonight, we are here to celebrate you and the difference you make in the lives of Broken Arrow students and your colleagues. You have dedicated countless hours to public education. No matter the role you play within our district, please know that you've chosen one of the most influential professions in the world. If there's anyone who is in this position to bring positive change, it's an educator. It's you. So on behalf of our district, the Board of Education, and the entire Broken Arrow family, we want to sincerely thank you for your service to Broken Arrow Public Schools. It looks wonderful in here tonight, doesn't it? If you look around, beautiful tables. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the hard work of the people who helped make this event happen. To our PAC team, the communications department, our amazing administrative assistants, the awards selection committee, and the ArrowVision crew, thank you for creating such a memorable experience for tonight's guests. And speaking of ArrowVision, it's because of this group that our event is being live streamed across the world, which is pretty awesome. And in just a little bit, we'll share the experience of watching the videos that tell the story of our guests of honor. We're also lucky to have many former teachers in the room tonight with us. If you are a former Broken Arrow Teacher of the Year, Oklahoma State Teacher of the Year finalist, or Oklahoma State Teacher of the Year, would you please stand so we can recognize you? And also in tonight's event, I would be remiss if I did not recognize our former superintendent, worked here 30 years, 18 years as a superintendent, guest of one of our esteemed honorees tonight, Dr. Clarence Oliver. Dr. Oliver. At this time, I would like to welcome Board of Education President Mr. Steve Allen to the stage to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. Well, I was one of those sitting on that stage at graduation getting text messages. Is Mr. Perry okay? He's having a stroke. Will you check on him? Is he drunk? That was a legitimate question, so he was not lying about that. So none of the above. I can hear it here. I understand what he's saying now. But again, I'm Steve Allen. I have the pleasure of serving as the current school board president. In attendance tonight, we have our board clerk, Miss Brandy Roulette, right here in the front row, and Miss Debbie Taylor, our board member over here. Two absent are our Vice President Jerry Ditton and our Deputy Clerk John Cockrell. It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to serve with these wonderful people and making our decisions about what's best for you and the kids of our district. And we can't thank you enough for what you do. You don't get that on a daily basis, but just know that your board appreciates you. We care about you, and we're always going to make decisions that are best for you and the school district and the children of our district. So congratulations to each of you here tonight. What an honor. You and your families enjoy the night. And again, we cannot thank you enough, and thank you for all you do. And like Mr. Perry says, the best is yet to come from our board. So just wait and see. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Allen, and to the rest of the board members for supporting our employee and students so well. I can tell you after that graduation debacle, I laid in bed that night, not sleeping, staring at the ceiling, thinking, what the heck just happened? How did I blow that? I want to share two sentences with you. I am just a teacher, and I am a teacher. You can interchange the word teacher with bus driver, secretary, paraprofessional, child nutrition worker, behavior coach, or a myriad of other roles within Broken Arrow Public Schools. But that first statement, I am just a teacher, devalues all the great and impactful work you do to make a difference in a child's life. By saying, I am just a teacher, you're also giving someone else the license to say the exact same thing about you. You are absolving yourself of the weighty responsibility of your calling, which is this wonderful profession that we call education. At the end of the day, you are cheating yourself out of the significance that role a teacher truly deserves. The second statement, I am a teacher, reveals a totally different mindset. I am a teacher evokes value and a sense of pride in the calling. It doesn't downplay the sacrifices you willingly make in order to make a difference in a student's life. Nobody sees you staying late grading papers, but you do it. Nobody sees you coming up to your classroom on a Sunday to prepare for the week, but you do it. Worse yet, nobody sees the emotional weight you bring home because you know the backstory of a child who experienced trauma far too young. Again, exchange the word teacher for any other role in the district, and it still resonates a spirit of confidence. You are called to serve, not for individual gain or profit, but to serve others so they are successful and provide a meaningful life for themselves. You are special in this world. In a world often driven by greed, fame, or power, you are a shining light, a star, if you will. You are a constant source of light that others can use to navigate toward their destination, whether that be a doctor, welder, lawyer, artist, police officer, veterinarian, or maybe even a teacher. This world can be a dark place, and our students and families need you now more than ever before. This profession, and most importantly, Broken Arrow Public Schools, need you now more than ever before. I repeat, we need you. How many careers can truly say that? If you are not the one stepping up and taking on the challenge every day, who will? One small lesson can create a light bulb moment for a child. One small smile and a listening ear discovers their dreams. One small gesture of getting out of your comfort zone and talking to a student, even when you know they may not appreciate the gesture or show their feelings, unlocks the potential that comes with being valued as a human being. These small things, I believe, impact generations, and you're doing them every day, every single day, because you are a teacher. My path took me through Oakcrest Elementary, Sequoia Middle School, South Intermediate, and the high school. And these are just some of the teachers, the stars, who helped me navigate the journey to this stage. Miss Hood, Miss Mosley, Miss Harkins, Miss Burks, Miss Earl, Miss Carr, Mr. Hickey, Miss Briscoe, Miss Gillespie, Mr. Grisham, Miss Edgar, Miss Howland, Mr. Miser, Mr. Land, Miss Palmer, Miss Crow, Miss Gosney, Miss Sanders, Miss Dodson, Mr. Yeager. I could not tell you where these people are today or who still is even living, but I can tell you that a piece of each one of them is up on this stage right now with me because of what they poured into my life as a student during the years at Broken Arrow Public Schools. They weren't just teachers, they were teachers. They were my teachers, amazing educators, just like those of you sitting in the audience tonight. Thank you for all you do to light the way for our students. Thank you. And now we'll begin the awards portion of our program, starting with our Beyond and Above finalists. This award recognizes 5 support employees who continually go the extra mile in support of the district's goals and objectives. Before we meet tonight's finalists, please welcome Chair of the Beyond and Above Award Committee and Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Steve Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. Perry, for the good word. This is such a fun night. 490 friends, family members, colleagues, and in most cases, all of the above. So it's fun to see everyone dressed up and having a good time. So tonight it is my honor and privilege to recognize this year's Beyond and Above Award finalists. Before I go into the details of this award, I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge a few groups of people first. To all of our incredible support staff members across the district, you truly are the backbone of Broken Arrow Public Schools. We could not do what we do without the work that you do day in and day out. It's critical to the mission of our district, which is preparing young people for life. Tonight we're celebrating 5 of these individuals. Our district boasts the best support staff in the state of Oklahoma, and I'd put them up against anybody in the country. This year, our Beyond and Above Award Committee received 47 nominations for this prestigious award. And with that said, the second group of folks that I want to recognize really quickly are the committee members that read through and ultimately selected our 5 finalists. These individuals are Gene Brassfield, Alton Lusk, David Sutton, Kim Vinto, and last year's winner, Nate Pitton. So help me thank them for the time and diligence that they spent. Lastly, I would like to recognize our sponsors, Flint Co. and the Broken Arrow Schools Foundation, without whom this award would not be possible. From Flint Co., tonight's winner will receive a check for $1,000, while each of the other finalists will receive a check for $500. And from the Broken Arrow Public Schools Foundation, each Beyond and Above Award finalist will receive another $250 check. Let's have another round of applause for our generous sponsors. Simply put, the Beyond and Above Award, established in 2014, it serves to honor support staff personnel that demonstrate the core values of Broken Arrow Public Schools and who show an unwavering commitment to accomplishing the mission of our school district. Now I'll turn the mic back over to Mr. Perry so we can announce the 2024 Beyond and Above Award finalists.
Thank you, Steve. Before we announce the winner, we do have a fun surprise. Here with us tonight is Supermercados Morelos Director of Operations, Mr. Mario Briseño, here with an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. Perry. Well, praise God, because I didn't trip. That's the first thing that I thought. I was like, oh my God. Well, hello everybody. First of all, I wanted to say that we are very grateful to be here, and we are honored to be part of this wonderful celebration and to sponsor the Beyond and Above Award. I sincerely believe that giving the extra mile is a blessing for the life of all our kids, and having the opportunity to sponsor this, I mean, this is just a token of appreciation for having such a spirit. And that's why we present this gift of 1 year worth of groceries in gift cards with a total value of $2,400. And well, this is just a small blessing compared to everything you do for our kids, honestly. I mean, I sincerely believe this, and I hope this is something that just show how much value the partnership we have with you, with BAPS. And it's a partnership we value tremendously and that we intend to maintain and grow as years go by. My kids attend to these schools. God brought us here, and we can see His hand and on everything you do. I mean, I can see my kids growing, and I can see that blessing on every person that I talk to at the office, anywhere. So thank you very much for everything you do, and God bless. Thank you.
That absolutely gives me goosebumps, and that just tells you the fine people we have in the community of Broken Arrow. Thank you, Mario. With the price of groceries, what an incredible gesture. Now, finalists, we will play a short video to introduce you to everyone. When you see your video play, please come to the stage to receive your certificate. If you'll come up to the stairs to my right, we'll pause for a photo with several people on stage and exit here to the left to return to your seat. Without further ado, here are this year's Beyond and Above finalists.
Good afternoon, Sequoia Middle School. This is Wendy. She's the first one here in the mornings and sometimes the last one in the office to leave in the afternoons. She's literally one of the perfect employees. Like, you just can't get any better than Wendy.
She cares about the kid, the individual kid, just not the job. She cares about people.
I even see her helping them with homework. You know, if they're sitting up here for some reason and they need help, I've looked up and she's helping them with their work. Like, she's just amazing.
They know if they have a problem that nobody else can fix, Wendy can usually fix it, or if not, she can figure out how to fix it.
I don't think I've met anybody ever in any job I've ever had that loves their job as much as she does.
She bleeds black and gold. She's, like I said, she's done this for years. It's just not a 1-year thing, a 2-year thing. She's done this for decades now here at Broken Arrow. This award should have been given 20 years ago to her.
Denise Cole is the kind of person that lights up a room. She welcomes you the minute she sees you, looks you in the eye, makes you feel important. Her attitude about everything, no matter how big or small the issue may be, her attitude never wavers. She is constantly up and around the building. If we need something, she's here within seconds because she's always working to make sure that our building is in tip-top shape. Just day before yesterday, I had a wasp in my office and I don't do bugs. And so she came down here and was taking care of the wasp and checking on me. And so from the very, very small things to the very, very big things, she does it with a smile on her face and love in her heart, and that never wavers. She loves her job and she loves the people that she works with, and she's passionate, which makes us all better because of who she is.
It's amazing the difference that you see in the students from the beginning of the school year, from September to December, and knowing that Miss Debbie had a huge hand in that. You know, it gives me comfort in knowing that she is assisting them.
Would that go in a different basket? Yes. Now about a pencil.
She doesn't ask the students to do anything that she won't do, and so she's constantly leading by example.
Chance, get another bag. Let's put some peanut butter and jelly.
And then she's also so dedicated not only to our students with special needs, but also to our students who are served through the Tiger Loving Care Food Pantry. She's so dedicated towards making sure and ensuring that those students are provided with nutritious meals.
Yay, good job.
Whenever you show up to work with a great attitude all the time, it just becomes infectious. And for those students especially, they see that, oh, she enjoys what she does, and so they enjoy it even more.
Sophia Rycrawley, she's rare, right? She is one of those people. She doesn't just get the mission of what we're trying to do in our BNA Connections program. She embraces it, she lives it. She is a person who inspires me as a leader to do my job better. Like, she shows up all of the time. Her questions and her focus is on what do we need to do for the kids. And so that's the type of person she is. She is about the work. She is about the mission. She has a drive to support these kids and push them to be their very best. And so when I think about Sophie, I think about commitment, I think about drive, dedication, focus, enthusiasm. But the biggest thing is she doesn't think about the challenges that are in front of her. She thinks about the solutions and the things that can be done with what we have.
He's just such a valuable asset to this team. He builds such great relationships, which that's what we really focus on at the Freshman Academy, is connecting and engaging with our students. And he does that without hesitation.
The guy is full of energy, full of positivity. It doesn't matter, the guy will light up the darkest room. And just the momentum, he is always pushing to make those guys better.
He knows they're having a hard day and he'll go check on them in other classes, and he will also check on them at lunch or sit down with them at lunch and just have a conversation and find things that are relatable to them and really look at them as a person, not just a student, but the whole picture of who they are.
So 1,500 kids, this guy is a positive change agent for all of those kids. And so the simple fact that he's got that much energy, he's got that much positive energy going towards even the kids that are struggling to just the normal everyday kid, it's awesome. We love having him.
So many great candidates, and congratulations to each of you. I'm proud to serve alongside those 5. For this year's Beyond and Above winner, please help me welcome to the stage Maurice Wallace, behavior coach at the Broken Arrow Freshman Academy.
Oops. Can't drop that. I'd like to say a few words. I can hear that feedback also. I'm a little nervous. I'm used to talking to high school kids every day in football, but being surrounded by great people, my administration, obviously, Mr. Rice, Ms. Silva, Miss Officer, yes, Miss Officer hired me. Mr. Gray, and obviously Miss C, Mr. Pittman, we're 2 peas in a pod. I'd like to also thank the people at my table, Coach Bullock. When I came back to Broken Arrow, being a Broken Arrow graduate, when I came back to Broken Arrow, he welcomed me with open arms, and we've been best friends since. Bullock is he's special to me. He's a brother that I never had. Coach White Dog, I was that kid in 6th grade walking through the halls of Sequoia Middle School, and he's always been there. He's been that father that I ever had, and words can't explain how that man means, how much he means to my life. Miss Brittany Costello, fellow 97 graduate. I work with her hand in hand, day in and day out, and how we connect and engage with these kids is incredible. What we do, I don't think anybody just understands what we do because we do it just underneath the radar. That's our goal. Obviously, my two kids, actually 3, but my 2 youngest kids, Avery and Aaliyah. I like to say for my oldest daughter, McKenna, I love you, kid. And success comes in many forms. It really does. It comes in many forms. And I just want you to know that I love you a lot. I love you more than the world can ever explain. And this is why I wanted you here, so you can understand what success is. And obviously my wife, that she's put up with me for 15 years. I love you, Elisa, and thank you for everything. And this is one thing I also want to say. Miss Otten, I've known Miss Otten since I was in 4th grade. And I don't think a lot of people understand. She will tell you I was a very ornery kid coming through the Broken Arrow public school system, but she knew that she seen a lot in me. So Miss Otten, I love you and thank you, and I can't wait to hug you. But one thing I like to also always say is no one's bigger than that logo. No one, absolutely no one's bigger than that logo. And Broken Arrow means a lot to me. Moving from North Tulsa to Broken Arrow in 4th grade, this is home. This is home. This is my hometown. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Great job, Mr. Wallace. Proud of you and thank you, and we appreciate all you do for Broken Arrow Public Schools. And now we're ready to start meeting our amazing Sight Teacher of the Year. Teachers, same thing as with our Beyond and Above finalists. When you see your video play on the screen, please come up front, here to my right, take a photo, grab your award, and then you will exit on this side and you may be seated. Let's get started with our first video segment for Sight Teachers of the Year.
Did you decide to make a pink polar bear? I love it.
Turn, my twisties out. Turn, my twisties.
Mrs. Meyer is like the school mom. So everybody here, all the kids, all the staff, we all know we can go to her for anything. She's got hammers. She's got everything you could possibly need in the classroom. She's always, working all kinds of hours. She works from home. The number one thing in our class is building relationships. That you can't learn until you form that relationship with the students. So we can, help them feel safe. And once they feel safe and have all those basic needs met, then we can start working on all the learning and academic part of it. And she's very good at laying that foundation of relationships.
It is really soft. Cooper, yours has a lot of flowers and eyeballs. It does.
The most important thing to her is that the kids enjoy coming to school and enjoy learning. And she fosters a love of learning in them. The classroom is set up in a Reggio style, which is more natural elements. Nature is brought in. These kids love to come to school and love to be with her. She loves to teach, and I can see that in her face when she's teaching.
This is my pet rock. His name is Rocket. Can you guys say good morning, Rocket? If you can hear my voice, catch a bubble. Penelope, I need to see your eyes. Oh, there they are. That shows me you're listening.
And I got a good email from Miss Johnson at my house. She's just a great teacher.
I knew Carrie before I even came to Creekwood. She was a teacher at Liberty when my kids were at Liberty, and she was a fabulous teacher there, and I got to work with her through the PTA there. Since coming to Creekwood, I've been here 7 years, and in the last 3, I've been down with her in the Green Pod part of the building, and she's been a fabulous teacher to work with.
She teaches us about math, like learning our colors and letters and like that. She helps us learn to be nice teachers. That's the word I was trying to look for.
She is amazing at meeting those kids where they're at, the small groups, really focusing on where their struggles are and getting them to where they need to be. She's so much fun to be around. She and I live in the same neighborhood, and so we know a lot of the same people, and we like to hang out in the evenings, and we have a little group that goes out to dinner and do lots of fun different activities through the city.
So we're gonna read and see why the bear is cranky.
Well, she's really nice and she's fun. She makes me laugh also too, so I love her.
That's pretty good.
You got it.
Like that?
That is backwards. Look at that. You see how it's open right there?
I want you to fill in the blank. I want you to tell me why she's such an awesome teacher. So I want you to say, Miss Sawyer is blah, blah, blah. Miss Sawyer is, and just tell me what you like about her. Okay? Ready, go.
Miss Sawyer is blah, blah.
So I've known Tara for 3 years. Tara has a lot of fire in her. She's very passionate about learning and inspiring her children, her students to learn. And she's always wanting to better her learning. You know, she's like, what's new? What can I do? What can I learn? How can I be better? She's always looking for something new and something better to better herself. And I love that fire about her. She truly is one of the best teachers I've seen in our district.
Can you say, congrats, Miss Sawyer, for being Teacher of the Year?
Congrats, Miss Sawyer, for being a teacher for a year.
Close enough.
Catherine is awesome. She builds relationships with everyone she comes in contact with. You can tell that she's building the relationships because every child that has ever met with her has to get out of line and give her a hug, and they can't wait to come and see her.
What most excites me is whenever, just coming here, helping me learn.
She wants to let everyone know what best practices she has found. And if you don't know how to do something or you don't understand a term, she is more than happy to help. She just has a real love for teaching and a real love for students.
So there's this thing where it's like moon and then book, and they make 2 different sounds, but they're both O-O. She helps me, she gives me examples of which is to say it, so I don't go boo, or she helps me a lot.
I'm so proud of you. I know exactly what you were trying to say. You were a key word to help you remember the digraph. Yeah. Oh, I love you. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of you.
Last year it really helped when Miss Reynolds, everyone in our class was her friend. She had a social connection with everyone. She was just always there for us and being kind, and she was always really funny.
When we're writing sentences, we're going to make sure that we're using this one correctly. So this one is showing that possession, and this one is like a place. I'm going over there.
She's always caring, and when one of us has problems, she always finds a way to fix them.
Capital letters, our spacing, our spelling, our punctuation, that's a lot to think of just for one sentence, right? So we have to be thinking, but it's also a lot easier when people make their letters the right way.
Even though like if it might be something strange, she still listens and she just tries to help you.
She always made sure people were always happy.
She is completely a ray of sunshine in our school and in her classroom. She can brighten anyone's day. She has the innate ability to meet her students right where they are, emotionally and academically.
To move or behave in a nervous or excited way. Fluttered. And what is third person point of view? Good.
Miss Vernon helps us with reading, math, and science.
She loves teaching. You can tell that she truly loves to be here every single day. She loves each and every one of her students.
Mrs. Vernon is super kind and super nice, and she's the best teacher ever.
Kim Williams to me is the true meaning of a teacher. Her help for others is absolutely limitless. She definitely has unconditional love for her students, for those students' families, and for the staff that she works with every day.
Have your hand all the way in the blubber because we don't want it to get cold.
Have you ever tried to walk on ice? Yeah, I have, and you can't hardly walk on ice, right?
Intervention is a very important part of our job, but also we need to be able to identify and be adept in helping higher proficiency students continue to excel academically. Kim is a master in identifying the needs of all the students and implementing lessons to either intervene or to excel students and challenge them as well.
So they're going to be in the ice where the seals are to get their meal, right? And if they didn't have that meal, think about this, without food, are we going to survive?
Everybody say might, might. Ooh, I see tappers already ready. Ready? Might.
You know the saying that big things come in small packages, and it is very true for her. And I'm not talking about her personality. It's she is a mighty teacher for what she does. She exhibits all of the tiger traits that we expect for our students, and I think that's what makes her just a very good teacher, is that she's able to model those expectations and those characteristics needed to be a very successful teacher.
If I had to use one word to describe Katha Ashapak, kind wouldn't even scratch the surface of the heart that she has for education, the heart that she has for the kids in her classroom, the heart that she has for this community and this building. She is definitely walking the path of an educator. She has the heart of an educator. She shows it every day with how she interacts with kids, the relationships that she builds with her colleagues and with her kids and the families. The families have a great connection to her, and she just really tries to teach the whole kid. And you can see it every day evident in her classroom.
Thumbs up if you agree.
What makes her a special teacher to me is that she understands that her influence on the students sometimes it's more about who she is to them than what she teaches them. She is really amazing with not judging and helping you work through things. It's important to me to feel like they're important to her and that they feel like she's part of their family. And I know my kids always, they feel that with her. Both of my kids that have had her feel like they're part of her family.
She's really funny. She has good ways to help us remember all of our studying and all that. And grammar, she makes up these little songs that we sing to help us remember all of it.
She is so happy and so interactive. She just loves her job. She loves those kids. It's just nice. It's refreshing and it's infectious to be around her.
You can already see what an incredible group of teachers we have here in Broken Arrow. The job of selecting our District Teacher of the Year is a tough one. To explain a little more about how the selection process works, please help me recognize Executive Director of Elementary Education, Ms. Jennifer Peterson.
I have to be honest, I'm a little nervous because everybody's talking about the feedback on the microphone. I can do this. So, Todd Whitaker, American educator and writer, said, "The best thing about being a teacher is that it matters. The hardest thing about being a teacher is that it matters every day." I am so honored to be a part of the process of identifying the 32 teachers in our district that understand the impact and how much it matters every day. They give everything they have every day to our students. The hard work, their drive, and their dedication is why they are sitting here tonight. I have to say thank you to all of the families and those that support them every day. As you all understand, teaching is not a contract job. It is a 24-hour-a-day job because I know everybody sitting in here has heard the stories or has been woken up in the middle of the night because of the stories from the day that are replaying in the heads of our teachers. So thank you so much for your support. This process actually started in October when our Teachers of the Year were nominated by their peers. That very fact speaks to how they are not only impacting students every day, but also the teachers that they work with on a daily basis. And most of the teachers sitting in this room tonight are not only impacting the teachers at their sites, but they're impacting the teachers at other sites as well. So once nominated at their site, each teacher went through a process of writing a portfolio. That portfolio consisted of approximately 8 writings. I'm sure that those of you that walked along that process, it felt like much more than 8 pieces of writing. However, that portfolio was what showed our committees their heart that was reflected on paper. And then after they turned in that portfolio, they had the opportunity to go through an interview process with their peers. I have heard so many times from those who have served on both the portfolio and the interview committees how listening to and reading the reflections of our Teachers of the Year left them completely inspired and reinvigorated them. That's a true compliment since everybody on those committees were former Teachers of the Year themselves. I would like to take a moment to say a big thank you to our portfolio members who read all 32 portfolios. That was Casey Pebworth, Brianna Dean, Sarah Galbraith, Dana Lord, Caleb Klein, Mary Malone, Shannon Palmer, and Jennifer Montgomery. And our interview committee members who gave up 2 days in their classrooms to serve was Kathy Sisko, Katie Lee Jones, Melissa Converse, Carol McKenzie, Erica Lloyd, Robert Dumas, Claudia Payton, Stuart Payne, and Amanda Bowser. Thank you so much because we would not be able to identify our Teachers of the Year without you all. So I want to say a big thank you. So those committee members utilized rubrics, and our district Teacher of the Year is determined by the scores of both the portfolio and the interview rubric. And I must say a big thank you to Megan McKenzie, who's my admin assistant, she coordinated all the meetings, all the portfolios, all the interviews, made sure we had food, and did all of the calculations. So really, it probably should be her up here tonight giving the speech. So I truly would not be able to do it without her help. So I want to leave you with this one quote. Everyone who remembers his or her own education remembers teachers, not methods and techniques. The teacher is the heart of the educational system. Thank you to every Teacher of the Year in here for being a part of the heart of our district and being a reflection of what all teachers truly aspire to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Now let's meet another group of our Site Teachers of the Year.
She is creative. She makes learning engaging. She makes learning fun. She represents our building well.
There's Monday, there's Tuesday, and there's Wednesday.
I have seen her bakery in her classroom. I've seen a cafe in her classroom. She just recently put a milk carton igloo together.
She made fun things and she made learning fun.
It's super important, clearly, just to make them want to learn.
I, it, red, the, my.
We all had a fun time because we were all playing together, and sometimes one of us would cook for each other, and we just had a lot of fun.
Eat, E-A-T, eat.
I teach special education, and every morning she greets my students as they walk past her room, and those relationships that she's building with other students in the building just make her a very integral part of Leisure Park.
Miss Kaufman is a very good teacher. She's taught me a lot this year, and I'm very grateful to have her. She's taught us how to write stories and how to make sure that you write a good one and how to help us with that. And she's also taught us a lot of math, and I really like math.
I've known Kelsey for about 7 years now, and we've been working together with gifted students for 7 years. She is creative and talented in a way that she gets the kids, to do and learn things. They're excited to come to school and see her. The kids always joke because her name is Kaufman and my name's Hoffman, so they think we're sisters, which has always been hilarious. And we sometimes tell the kids that we are sisters just to, mess with them, but we're like, no, our names are not the same. We have the same teaching style, so I was, kind of bonded to her from the beginning.
What do you think makes a good teacher, especially a third grade teacher, and what characteristics does she have?
I think you have to be nice, but sometimes still strict with the kids because sometimes they don't listen.
Do you always listen?
Most of the time, yes. I am a talker, though. Miss Reston's really good at teaching math because, if you didn't understand it, she'd, help you understand it and, give you, these blocks to, work the problem out with.
She's a great person to be on a team with. She never seemed like a new teacher to me. She just came in and hit the ground running, and I think she's a really creative, innovative teacher, and not surprised that she got Teacher of the Year this year.
She is really nice, and, she lets you bring stuff here. If you're sitting down, you're like, I need something to fidget with. She'll give you, a fidget toy or something.
She's a team player. She's very much supportive of her team and works well with others. I just admire her strengths and her perseverance. And she's a good friend. She's funny. She has a great sense of humor. She always makes me laugh.
Good deal.
I have the good fortune of being Melissa Stevens' coworker, but also her friend, and my daughter Violet had her as her kindergarten teacher.
Stevens is the best teacher because he loves all of us in the classroom. She does all these activities.
I could sing the praises of Melissa Stevens all day long. She is the quintessential kindergarten teacher. When you come in here, she is singing, they are doing activities, they are moving.
So in the mornings we also do all these dances and songs, and he did this song where it's the plus sign talks and sings, and then the plus sign shows the equal sign.
Every student in here knows that she loves them. She makes every day fun, she makes every day magical, and she makes kindergarten the most wonderful experience for every single one of them.
Ostrich.
Ostrich. Ooh. Getting fancy.
Congratulations, Miss Stevens. We love you.
Anybody can teach a kid to read and write, but to teach them to think, why? Why did that happen? Why did that work? Why did that not work? He just goes above and beyond to really make learning fun and enticing and engaging, all those things that are so important in early childhood.
Notice, as soon as you pop them, all that carbon dioxide goes away.
He makes his own furniture. He has his own centers. The kids have a lot of independent learning. Very, very hands-on.
He's like my role model to teach. I loved how he was like confident when he like just walks in every day.
It's all about making it fun, making it engaging, making it exciting. If Broken Arrow ever gets a Vanguard Academy for early childhood, we got your director right there.
It's turning back into a gas. You can't see it, but it's going all around you.
It's been such a good time being here at Rhodes, but now I had to move on to bigger things. He's probably the best teacher.
Hid. It. Hide. Hide. I.
I believe that Cheryl was nominated as Teacher of the Year because she's patient. She has a balance of firm, caring, and fairness. She has wisdom and experience that is invaluable to other colleagues.
Sure, I eat this. Pigs really, 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 really like slop. Blakely, what letters say shh? Yes, that's a digraph SH.
Well, I actually had a son in Mrs. McMullen's class, so I was able to not only teach alongside her, but have a student in her class, and he would come home happy. He would come home confident. He could come home and he would always call me Mrs. McMullen because she was always on his mind. And that's the kind of relationship building that she does with her students, is she makes them feel that she is there for them and she will always help them.
And ready, set, go! We did it!
I don't think you could find a better leader than you can with Annabeth. Her devotion to the children and to the subject matter and to the overall department is just amazing. I've never seen anyone that has that much devotion.
What letter is that? High five. That's F. Nice job.
When it comes to working as a team with the three of us, Annabeth is very trusting. She lays out her expectations with us, and then she allows us to run with them. And I think that's what really makes a great leader in a classroom like this, because every child is different. I don't think you're gonna find another teacher like Annabeth. She shows up early every day, she stays late every day. She spends the time to look into every student's individual needs, and she makes sure to do the best that she can to meet them. And if we don't meet them now, she's gonna make sure we meet them before they leave our classroom. When I left my old district to come here, I still loved my job, but I had lost the passion for wanting to continue my education to become an educator. And I can say that a huge part of starting my college classes, which I just did since being in Broken Arrow, is because of Annabeth. So I can thank my future degree and my future career to Annabeth Scott.
Whenever I first started teaching, she was my go-to person, and she just always had a way of helping me with anything that I needed help with. Just the relationship that she builds with staff, with her students, is incredible to watch.
Why are you showing me two hands and two eyes that look different? Because diverse means different. Good job. Initiative is doing the right thing without being told.
She's really big on thinking of just new ways to get students to learn the material. And so just her mind and coming up with those ideas just to reach every student was just really incredible to see.
If my dog ran away, my husband lost his job, and my car broke down, I know that would be a really bad thing, So I make an inference that this character must be unhappy.
She is intelligent, she is kind, and she's always willing to take the extra step with whatever she's doing.
Water's the only thing that could dissolve this? No. What else could possibly dissolve this?
She's amazing because she has always been there for us, and she always greets us in the morning, and it's just so fun. I remember she used to help me whenever I felt down. It helped me a lot. I would probably not be where I'm at today if I did not have her.
What are our results of dropping the water? Write them down.
She lets us have games but they're learning related, and no one has ever done that. They're like, do that, no fun things, just do that. I'm really thankful for it.
That's what it is. That sediment is in the water, right? It's all mixed up.
You actually get to experience what is happening and why it is that way. She's always been there for me, and she's always been there for other people, and that's why she's special to me.
You're trying to earn a transition bingo piece. How can you earn a transition bingo piece?
She's just a really, really fun teacher. She knows how to get creative with stuff. She put tablecloths over the desks, and then we got to sit under our desk and do our work for the whole day, and we were camping. It was so much fun. She helps us learn, and she makes Sarah we're quiet when we're learning. And I really like that. She knows how students think on a way, and so she makes games out of it, so we remember. It's very special because then you get more respect for the teacher because they do more for you, and then you don't want to be a bad student because they go above and beyond.
So when I say go, you're grabbing library books if you need to recheck or turn them in.
She's kind, funny, and she's always fun. When teachers go above and beyond, that just makes me even happier to be there and want to go to the next day of school.
Since its inception in 1992, the Broken Arrow Public Schools Foundation has awarded more than $775,000 directly to teachers through classroom grants. The foundation also keeps the Teacher of the Year program through the sponsor of the Teacher of the Year program through monetary awards to each of our nominees, as well as our Beyond and Above nominees. On behalf of the foundation, please help me welcome to the stage Foundation President Jenny Dolan to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I don't know about you, but after watching that, I want to go teach. Sounds like a fun place to be every single day. Like Mr. Perry said, my name is Jenny Dolan, and I'm the Broken Arrow Schools Foundation Board President, and I've been a member for over 6 years. And I have had the awesome opportunity to see the district in action. In my role, I've witnessed firsthand the dedication, creativity, and passion you all bring to the classrooms every day. I reflected on my own educational experience when prepping for tonight. That would include 5 elementary schools, different districts, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. To say I know what it feels like to be the new kid is an understatement. So when I met my husband and heard his experience through Broken Arrow schools and staying in the same districts, I knew that's what I wanted for my own children. So we moved to Broken Arrow and we put down our roots, and our children have had the benefit of Broken Arrow Public Schools. You did not disappoint at all. We are so grateful for everything that Broken Arrow Public Schools has done to shape our family. I asked my children about their experience and memories. My oldest, the relational child, was quick to say my favorite teacher was Wanda Jean Little from Leisure Park Elementary School. And if you knew Wanda Jean, she could never find her glasses, and she always had a hug and a smile for every person who entered the room. Miss Wanda Jean didn't stop there. She made learning fun every day. He was the happiest student in her class, but she didn't stop there. She followed him and his best friend and went to their sporting events through the years, went to their weddings, sent them texts when they had children. She remained a constant in their life forever. My second child, he's not super relational at times, but he does love a good time. So his memories revolved around the students versus teachers basketball games, and he loved the leadership programs, both for athletes and for students. And his favorite part was certainly the Friday night under the football lights with the Jungle Squad and all the students. And it really is the Broken Arrow culture that is something I see him in college looking for every single day. What you all bring to this district and its culture matters. My youngest, she's a Spitfire. She is a junior at Broken Arrow Public Schools, or Broken Arrow High School. She couldn't nail down just one teacher because she loves them all, but she did point out that the biggest thing is no matter where she goes in the district, people know who she is and make her feel seen and important in the community. And that's what you all do on a daily basis when our kids walk into school. I got lost. Hang on. Their sentiments serve as a reminder that students thrive when they feel valued, supported, and nurtured by the people around them. You see them handle success and failure. You see them on their best days and their worst. You see them when people show up for them and when people don't. You make a difference every single day in their lives. As we celebrate the exceptional contributions of all of you tonight, I'm reminded of the countless examples I've had the privilege of witnessing as a board member. Reading through grants and all the wonderful things that you all are doing in your classes has been a blessing. Also, witnessing it, I had a great experience this year going to the high school to watch one of the teachers talk about literature. She's a special education high school English teacher. I can't think of anything harder. But she made reading exciting through these adaptive books that she had us purchase for her classroom. And the students were all in, and it was really neat to see. We've seen STEM projects where robotics are going on in elementary. And it's been a really big joy to see your commitment. In the face of our challenging and uncertain times, you continue to push forward, giving your best to our students daily, and that is what we're here to celebrate today, your unwavering commitment to ensuring they are prepared and ready for life. In this room, we're surrounded by a group of remarkable people. This accolade signifies not only excellence in teaching, but also a deep commitment to nurturing the hearts and minds of our students. To our Teachers of the Year and support staff, I want you to know your dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to excellence fills us with immense pride. You represent the best of Broken Arrow schools and our community. As you continue your journey of shaping future generations, remember the profound impact you have on every student that walks through your doors. Your dedication and unwavering belief in every child's potential inspires us all to strive to make a difference in the lives of others. So to all of you, I say thank you. Thank you for your tireless dedication and boundless passion for shaping the future. Together, let us continue to inspire, uplift, and empower the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny, and thank you to the foundation for your years of generous support of our teachers and students. Now, let's meet the final group of our site Teachers of the Year.
Some of the things I really like about Ms. Bennett is that she's very open and discussive with us. She lets us do our own thing and explore our own opportunities, as well as knows when to step back and let us take the work.
She's very truthful. I really like that about her. When she doesn't understand or knows something, she will tell you. She will not sugarcoat it or say what she thinks she knows. She will go figure that out before she goes and tells you.
Make sure that if you're writing things that people need to read, make sure you're using a penmanship. Those look nice. Do you have any questions? We're all good? Okay, awesome. All right, get to it.
She's very outgoing and makes a connection with us. She's very talkative. She'll step outside of class to let us know if something's affecting us or if something is going wrong. She'll come up to us at lunch, say, "Hi, how's it going?"
I've had some teachers will, if you don't understand something, they'll be like, "Well, okay, go figure it out yourself." She'll go and help you find your resources, and she wants you to achieve and not just wants you to figure out how to achieve yourself.
Like I said, see, Miss Martin's aging herself. I grew up on Sesame Street.
She just has such a hands-on approach to teaching, too. She is constantly walking around, helping, listening. She's a great listener to these kids. She really is wonderful.
Whenever we're doing a project, she doesn't just give us the instructions. She'll help us through it, and she'll do it with us. And she really makes it so fun and easy for us.
All right, show your table your spaghetti.
Not only does she teach, but we have fun. She makes it engaging. She makes the learning fun. She brings it to life.
If we are having any problems, she talks us through it and helps us really do it. It's not really about the teaching for her, but she really just connects in our lives personally.
She'll dig deeper and find out something going on at home. Are you having problems with your friends? She loves these kids. She's invested. She just wants the best for them academically and just their whole being.
I don't think this school would run as efficiently as it does if it wasn't for her. She's literally everyone's go-to person for anything when it comes to teaching in the classroom, technology, communicating with parents and teachers. She's just your go-to person for everything here.
En la mañana, in the morning. So what meal are we talking about?
Even when she's gone with a sub, they don't act up in her class. I mean, a lot of subs have always, it's hard finding a sub, but the substitutes are always saying, "We're happy to sub for you," because she sets such high standards for her students, and they're teaching them life skills for later on when due dates and stuff, and she's always willing to help them out with different things. A lot of those students that are typically a lot more introverted or quiet typically find a better connection with her just because she's always there for them. If she hears the slightest little thing or like, hey, how's your day going or anything like that, they're instantly going to talk to her about it because they know they can trust her, and she's just a comforting, warm person for them to go to in a safe place. She's one of those few teachers that she makes an impact, and they're excited to see her later on too.
So she's just good at moving her hand fast and grabbing. Okay, you're probably good with chopsticks.
I am.
Makes sense.
Mr. Walter is just a great guy to be an educator with. He's extremely enthusiastic for his students. He's very innovative. He's always looking for the next cutting edge activity or lesson that will help motivate his students to want to learn.
Where do pelicans feed?
The beach.
And do you find many insects like on the beach?
Yes.
What's the Where? With the big old Where?
He also is excellent communicator with the other 8th grade teachers. He is constantly saying, hey guys, as a team, what could we do to make this better? And so it's great to work along a young person that has that much enthusiasm and that much care and concern, not only for his students, but for the other teachers to be an active part of the next cutting edge student.
Take your sketches from Friday, your cryptic maps, and you're going to turn them into a 3D area.
She makes you feel like school is home and not someplace you just are stuck here to learn. She makes you feel so bright, warm, and welcomed.
She can take someone in her drama class who may not have wanted to be in drama, the schedule just worked out, and then work with them to a point where they either can do the lighting and they find a passion in doing that part of drama, or getting the student to just dive in and show an experience of the character they're playing.
Then we're going to take a tour and see everybody's design. You're going to explain it to us.
I joined 6th grade a little later than everyone, but she made me feel so welcomed and loved. She's like someone you can look up to, like, no matter what. She's just an amazing person.
Just to see my students in my class that are, you know, goofy teenagers, and then they just transform into these actors and actresses, and she does that.
Close, you're very close. It's mitochondria. And remember, it's the powerhouse of the cell.
I feel like the reason why we work so well together is because I'm going to say I discovered Aubrey. She was a diamond in the rough. She came to BAFA as a permanent sub. Just that one semester that she subbed, where she took that class and those kids in 18 weeks was amazing. And she just never stops. She just never, ever stops. This classroom is unbelievable. The woman has done all of this in a matter of a year and a half, and she's Teacher of the Year for our building. What does that say? I'm here to tell you, and I've been doing this a long time. I've been department head for a long time. I opened up this building. Our special education program is a better program because Aubrey Thompson is now part of our department and doing what she's doing. There's a special place in Aubrey's heart for these kids.
Thank you for Oh, I'm sorry.
Try it again. Thanks for visiting.
Line. I'm sorry. Line. Okay, let's try.
This is how people make the movies.
Just walking through a building, first thing you see is always her and Miss Rick standing out there. Sometimes you see Henry over there, her dog. You just go over there, that Corey, you just say what's up to Henry. It's just so easy to approach her and just talk to her and just say hi.
Wait until we get into the other questions because we've had some interesting answers. The way Ms. Mordowski teaches inspires me to do more interactive stuff with my students, and she's so willing to share whatever she has come up with in her class. So it's not just like, oh, I did this with my kids, I'm gonna keep that to myself. She's always willing, hey guys, I tried this new everything in class. It worked out really well, and that way I'm encouraged to like do stuff like that with my students.
She's there not just for like the teaching aspect, because she does that really well, but just like life aspects. She gives you like tips, information, like she's just always there for you.
Even if English is not their biggest thing, they feel like they had a cheerleader while they were at school, that someone was there rooting for them no matter what they were doing. They maybe didn't do the best. They were just glad that they had someone that was rooting for them, wanting them to succeed, and she's willing to still continue to be that person for them, even long past they're out of her classroom.
You'll see on the outside of the body, the ampullae of Lorenzini, that spiral valve of intestine, several of the features, pretty much all of them we talked about on Friday.
Taking his class opened my eye to education can be fun, and it doesn't have to just be tedious work. There's interactive games that he will do. At the beginning of the semester, we did a game about natural selection. He does them with you. It's easier to understand a certain part of the subject matter when he goes over them individually at a time.
He's helped me to think outside the box in terms of my musical ability, which is actually something I didn't think he'd be able to do, but here he is, not even doing it on purpose, and I'm like becoming this wild musician, and it's partially because of him, like my zoology teacher. Like, that's so cool.
Your respiratory structures are up here, so your heart's gonna be pretty much directly right inside of here.
Being in Pride has really established how teachers work and how they have to know how things work to really, really teach it effectively. And I haven't met a teacher that's not music that has done Mr. Rowe's job so well.
I honestly did not like English at all, but I think her consistency and the way she teaches has inspired me. She's just one of those people that can help you through life.
Everything she does is for my success, for other students' success.
Your responses at the end of each story, they shouldn't be the same as your discussion board. I want to see something new.
I tell other students, if you have a question about an assignment, just ask her, and I bet she'll feel free to answer it with the most complete detail. And if she won't get bothered at all if you keep on asking your questions, because I do it all the time when I'm confused, and she gives perfect definitions, tries to help and explain to each individual student in their own way.
Give me some feedback on these two stories. I chose two that I think were kind of polarizing.
I feel very confident in not just English, but in my surroundings. Definitely think my English grade this year is better than it has ever been before, and that's because she's so great at teaching.
It looked good. Like I knew it was going to end up where you wanted it just by the way that you're shooting.
I've had Mr. Hunley since Outward Bound in freshman year, and he was really great then. It was a great class with him and Mr. Summers. And then on top of that, I've had him in design rotation since last year, which has been a really wonderful experience. His work in consulting is what I want to do, so it's been really nice to have him as a guide when it comes to that.
What makes Reese Hunley special is how high he values learning. His commitment to excellence is unparalleled. I've never met another human being as mindful and as much of a team player as Reese Hunley.
He really cares about his students and what they're doing and how they're succeeding, and he wants them to succeed, so he'll help and do whatever he needs to do so. He will talk your ear off about whatever your project is, and it's a great time every time because he'll give you so much good feedback, and it's really just super useful and helpful.
We're separated by a lot of years, but our interests are very closely parallel. He's an outdoor guy, I'm an outdoor guy. We both value education.
This is actually a case that belonged to my dad. But Andy made me a special Teacher of the Year bow. He calls it the toy bow.
I love it.
So this is a really special bow. There's a lot of power to this bow.
Miss Willis was selected from our site because of her heart.
She has an amazing heart for her students. Any needs that they have, she is right on them, trying to make sure that either she can fulfill that or find somebody who can. She is relatable. The students just gravitate to her specifically. They enjoy her classroom. She gives off that persona that she just loves these kids and they want to be with her. They want to trust in her.
Well, what we could do is if you'll go into Canvas, let's email her now. You email her and see if that makes any difference. Pre-recession trends. Oh, nice. See, we're in a recession now. Do you understand what recession means?
She's there to support them, to make them think that they're better than they are. She's just a great asset to the Options Academy and to the students that we have here.
If you look, every time he talks about this, he mentions, like, see these names?
Yeah.
So, and then he's given page numbers?
Right, because there's only so many of these to go around, right? So what's a really quick way we could say that?
To me, Robert is probably one of the most humble people I've ever met. You know, he's an amazing teacher. And you look at every area of teaching, the professionalism, you know, communication with students, with other teachers, you know, how he works with us as a staff. I mean, he's incredible.
His philosophy is rooted in that kids need to feel cared about before they can learn. And so he is absolutely phenomenal at building relationships with students.
You know, I think back to my experience with teaching in school, being a teacher. I mean, he's one of the best teachers. He was the best teacher I would have ever had. You know, he's someone, if I had a son or a daughter, I'd want them to have Mr. Frederick as a teacher.
Watching these makes me want to show the world about what's happening in Broken Arrow Public Schools. Let's have one more round of applause for all 32 site teachers of the year. Before we move on, there's one person I would like to recognize here in the group tonight is one of our former Oklahoma State Teacher of the Year award winners is Miss Kay Long. Would you please stand? +500 school districts in Oklahoma, and to reach that level is amazing. Before we announce tonight's winner, we would like to recognize our reigning Teacher of the Year and current State Teacher of the Year finalist, Miss Amanda Bowser. She is a 5th grade teacher at Rosewood Elementary and has spent 19 years impacting the lives of students in our district. With her caring heart, which you'll see shortly, and dedication to public education. She has a special gift for forming relationships with her students and has made us so proud during her time as Broken Arrow Teacher of the Year. Please welcome Miss Amanda Bowser.
Oh my goodness, I dare say it is not lost on anybody here in this room just how special Broken Arrow Public Schools truly is. I don't know how you could leave here without your bucket just overflowing. I mean, my face is like hurting from smiling. You guys have made me laugh, you've made me cry this evening. This is just an incredible event. So. Yeah, and congratulations to our support employees, our Beyond and Above nominees. All of you are incredible to get a glimpse into what you do every day. That was really special, and so special congratulations to Mr. Wallace and just to all of you. Well, you know, Mr. Perry has not only convinced us that the best is yet to come, but with the help of his incredible team, our awesome board, and our very generous community sponsors, he also makes good on this promise, for sure. And this year's gala is no exception. I have a feeling that the best is still yet to come. I'm excited for what's to come next. Well, this year I had the privilege of being the host for the interview portion of the selection process. Over the course of 2 days of interviews, the committee and I had the honor of hearing from each of the candidates. By day 2, we were getting to know each other and loosening up, maybe a little bit too much, but don't worry, I'm not going to give away all of our secrets. Let's just say there was a lot of laughter that Friday, crumble cookies and cupcakes were involved, and we may have declared ourselves the interview committee. So Jennifer, you don't need to worry about having any other committee. We'll take care of it. But it wasn't long into the process when, in between interviews, the committee began to talk about how this time out of our classrooms was well worth it. One member commented that it was like really great PD, actually even better, and we all agreed. There we sat, gathered around a table, coming from different schools, teaching different subjects, passionate about different ages of students who, on the surface, may appear to have different needs, yet each of us connected by our common purpose, our passion for educating students in a way that all can be successful. And there we found ourselves gathered to listen attentively to each of this year's candidates. What a pleasure it was. Candidates, we were met with stories of how you are at your best when you are teaching. And you told us of how you purposely build trust with your students, knowing it will become a softer landing when they fall. You showed us how you have found your purpose because you are where you are needed. We listened intently as you described those who influenced you most. We were captivated at how you teach your students to adapt, overcome, and remind them that, yes, they are washable. We were fascinated as several of you told how you came to choose teaching as your second career because you were drawn to the impact you could make. Listening to each of you encouraged us in our own craft. It challenged us to examine our thinking, and it gave us pause in the day-to-day to remember that teaching isn't a competition, it is a collaboration, and I know you saw that here tonight in the videos. No matter your job title, those of you being honored this evening, support employees and educators alike, we can proudly proclaim, as one candidate said, we teach students. The work of educating is collective. There are many parts with many roles, each one unique in its ability and function, but equally important to the whole. The very nature of this work reminds me of the human body. Each part gets its meaning from the body as a whole, not the other way around. A body isn't just a single part blown up into something huge. No, it is all the different but similar parts arranged and functioning together. This makes the work of each part more significant, not less. Yet, no matter how significant each part may be, it is only because of what it is a part of. To put it simply, we are better together. This very reason is what brings us here this evening, to acknowledge and honor a variety of roles from each site across our district, to celebrate and commend the part that you each play in who we are as a collective, for without each part, the whole could not function. For the teacher who is selected as this year's Teacher of the Year, it is no doubt one of the highest honors for a teacher, and we celebrate you for the part you play. You will represent for all of us everything that is right in education. You will represent the heart of all we strive for, the very best for the students of our community and state, and there is no doubt you will represent us well. So for all of us here this evening, a part of this incredible organization, let us take a moment to reorient ourselves, zoom out to a wider view, look at the greater whole to see the beauty of this one body that is Broken Arrow Public Schools. And in doing so, may we be encouraged to continue graciously serving each day in the good and important work, reminded that we truly are better together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bowser. You probably saw the beautifully detailed Ford Explorer sitting out front as you came in tonight. This year's winner will be provided with this complimentary district-owned vehicle to drive during their tenure as District Teacher of the Year. Such an awesome perk. In addition to the car, we have a community partner who stepped up to the plate to offer another nice gift to our winner. Kenneth Peoples from BA Car Wash is providing free car washes for an entire year to keep that vehicle sparkling clean. So let's give Mr. Peoples a hand. Now, we have one last surprise before we announce the 2024 District Teacher of the Year. Please help me welcome Celia De Leon with Celia De Leon Insurance and Travel Agency to the stage.
Thank you all. I'm not a speaker for multiple people, so be patient. It is such an honor to be. I can hear it now. I'm not drunk, I promise. It's such an honor to be part of this beautiful event. When we moved to Broken Arrow, our kids were babies. Yesenia was 2 years old and Giovanni was 2 months old. And the reason we moved to Broken Arrow was because of the schools. We wanted to make sure they had a great education, and we heard great things about Broken Arrow. Yesenia graduated last year, and because of so many of you that taught her along the years, she made great decisions and now is at NSU in Tahlequah. Know that what you have influenced her over the years has had a positive impact, and I want to thank you for that. Our son is a junior at Early College High School. He's not as social as Yesenia, so if you do teach him and you can get words out of him, please tell us how that's done, because we can't. I didn't graduate from Broken Arrow. I was born and raised in Texas, but a teacher I had my freshman year made a positive impact in my life. I still keep in touch with her. So know that what you're doing today is making an impact in our kids' lives. And I'm thankful that you are there for them. You are part of our family, and without you, we couldn't raise our kids. We opened our agency 7 years ago, and our goal was to open up in Broken Arrow. We wanted to find ways to give back to our community, and over the years, we've been able to do in different ways, such as school supplies or lunch, or I substitute occasionally too, and your kids are amazing. So another way we wanted to thank you and acknowledge your hard work is by presenting a certificate for a value of up to $2,500 for a trip of your choice and a +1.
Can you all believe that? Let's give her another round of applause. That is it a cruise? Is it Tahiti? Is it Alaska? That's just so awesome. And thank you, Celia, for your support and kindness. Please know we are immensely grateful for this wonderful gift, and again, an indication of this community that we call Broken Arrow. Now, if I can have Miss Amanda Bowser join me on stage one more time to reveal the 5 finalists for District Teacher of the Year. If you hear your name, I'll ask you to stand at your table to be recognized.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. This is fun. Thank you to our community sponsors. I mean, this is incredible. Okay, here we go. Cheryl BC, Sequoia Middle School. Misha Bordovsky, Broken Arrow High School. Kyle Cole, Rhodes Elementary. Reese Hunley, Vanguard Academy. Catherine Ward, Arrowhead Elementary.
Congratulations to these teachers, what an honor. Now, before we announce our winner, quick housekeeping. If you're a Site Teacher of the Year or Beyond and Above finalists, please come up to the awards table after the program to receive your monetary checks provided by our sponsors. All right, Broken Arrow, it's time to announce this year's District Teacher of the Year. Kyle Cole, Rhodes Elementary.
Can I set this here?
Sure.
I didn't prepare anything. This probably goes well as when I gave the toast at my brother's wedding. This wasn't too good. To say this is an honor is an understatement. I have very little words to say right now. I'm just in shock and humbled by everything. When I first started working at Broken Arrow, I was hired by Mrs. Jennifer Peterson, and she took a risk on a fresh-faced boy out of college. So I'm forever indebted for that. I started working here, and it was my home away from home. I worked here, I came here, met a lot of people, and as the years went on, it just became my home. Not just where I live, but the people I've met and the family that I've made. It's changed me forever. I think I said that I called myself a quilt because I'm a patchwork of all the teachers that came before me. I'm here because of them, starting with the first I ever had, my mom and dad. My grandma, who's looking down on us right now, all the teachers that helped me throughout the years and supported me. I met my girlfriend, Chelsea Rhodes, also, and my life was changed forever. I am honored to represent Broken Arrow, and I'm going to bring this back for Rhodes because Rhodes is just a special place. Everyone who works there knows you have to have a big heart, and I'm humbled by everyone I work with every day still. All I can say is that I will work all year to earn this that you gave me. I'm so proud and so thankful for everybody. Thank you so much.
Now, Mr. Cole, don't leave because I've got something in my pocket. A new
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So proud of you. And again, congratulations to Mr. Cole, our winner. We know you'll represent Broken Arrow so well. Being here tonight, at the end of the day, the people that are really going to benefit this is our students and our kids in the district, because I can just feel the love that you have and the passion for what you do each and every day, and I am grateful. What an incredible evening. Always remember, the best is yet to come. Have a great night. Thank you.